Hi guys, this is just a service on a Mobilco Reel Mower. I believe they're from about 1954-55 and made in Australia using a Villiers engine, which I believe is 98 cc's. Now it's just a routine maintenance that's being done, so what we're doing is taking off the 4 nuts off the base of the head, which you can see there, and in turn also removing the nuts for the exhaust pipe and also the nut here for the carburetor. Remove those, pull the carburetor off, pull the actual exhaust off, and take of course the spark plug out, and the actual head just lifts up and pops off. Main reason for this service is just to decarbonise the exhaust outlet. Once this is off, after I've done this job, the inside here was pretty much choked with carbon, and in turn once I cleaned all that out, put it back together again, made a new gasket, so it's just a bit of gasket material, make your own one, and then service the carburetor. Carburetor service is pretty basic. It's got a screw on the bottom which releases the fuel bowl, and then the internal guts, it was full of crap, and just a bit of carby cleaner, clean the whole lot up, remove the actual accelerator portion here, cleaned all that, so it's really just giving it a good clean out. Remove the air filter off the unit, and gave it a wash. It's got a cap here which actually just pops off, cleaned the internal guts of that. And also this thing has grease nipples all over it, so you know, cleaning it, greasing these things, there's a multitude of them, they're everywhere. So it's the next job. The fuel cock here, it was actually installed the wrong way, no idea. Anyway, that was just pull this unit apart, readjust the cam and rotate it. This thing used to come up and actually hit the tank, so whoever had it before, I don't know what they were doing, who cares, but it's all fixed now and just been put back together and works fine. One issue that was happening was that on this starter wheel here, that in turn it was disengaging at different times. That's purely that taking this nut off with a spanner on this shaft here, undoing this actual bolt out, lefty loosey righty tighty. Once it come out, you've got this portion here, and it has a what do you call it, like a nodule with a spring below it. The spring section had dried out, and in turn that it was actually being caught, wouldn't return back into the section on this actual. You've got to see the inside of it, and unfortunately I'm not going to pull it apart again. It was just, once it got greased, it works perfectly, so that in turn that when you're actually engaging, and in turn this has got a, when you're engaging it, and rotates back, that's what it does. But I said there's a little follower, a little cam piece in there, and that was just the spring needed greasing to make that work again. Last but not least, I've written down here 16:1. This is what this engine runs on, 16:1 fuel ratio. It brand new, apparently it's meant to be at 12:1 when it's brand new, and in turn after it's been running a bit you run it back to 16:1. So I've put that there for the owner. I've got no idea what fuel they put in, but in turn it was a bit green, milky and gucky, but all clean now and done. The other adjustment I did was the down here on the clutch engagement rod, these were loose, and in turn once I've done those up, run perfect. The only other thing to let people know is that this thing has a this is its choke valve right here, so that was actually a bit gunked up. Once I cleaned that up, re-greased it, that works perfect, and that's about it. Side note, when starting, obviously choke on. I've had the accelerator kettle about midway, and started fine. Beautiful. Side note to this beast, is that when it runs, the harder you rev and when you engage the clutch, it takes off. So be wary that the harder it revs, the harder it travels. And one of the things that when you're actually warming it up, which I was doing there, the shafts that actually rotate, they spit up a bit of grease, and I'll end this with a picture of my trousers. Cheers.